Jordez Video Game Reviews. Never have I seen a game summed up so entirely in its menu screen. A fist punches a ghoul into indeterminable lumps of flesh. That's all there is to Splatterhouse. Punching things to a pulp. You can't even kick. The excuse for all this carnage you unleash is that your character's, Rick's, girlfriend has been kidnapped by a crazed necrobiologist who plans on invoking the power of a demonic god to resurrect his dead wife. This is bad for two reasons. It would destroy all humanity, and Rick's girlfriend is pretty attractive. Also, one of the Doctor's demons impales you in the first scene, and you are left bleeding to death. The only thing that saves your life is a fortunately placed talking Aztec mask. It keeps you alive and gives you ridiculous strength. The game controls as a standard brawler. You have a light attack, a strong one, and the ability to block and dodge. It's then up to you to combo these together and punch your way through the game. If you lower an enemy's health enough, you can perform a finishing move so brutal that even Mortal Kombat would be ashamed. Doing these moves fills up your necrobar and gains you more blood, a word that is always capitalized whenever written in the game. When the bar is full, you can go into berserker mode, sprout blades from your arms, and slice up everything in sight with ease. Your body isn't the only weapon you can use though. There are lead pipes, 2x4s, machetes, and if you manage to slice off any of the enemy's body parts, or your own, then you can use them as well. While you do this, you'll be treated to a commentary from the psychopathic mask that has granted you your powers, voiced strangely by cartoon veteran Jim Cummings. It's sad to see his vocal talents go to such waste. The majority of the dialogue is made up either of swear words or comments on how much the mask loves killing. There are a few genuinely funny jokes throughout the game though, usually fourth wall breaking, and these are made even funnier because of the rest of the humorless dialogue. Similarly, there are a few platforming sections that briefly break up your rampages. These are homages to the original 2D games, which you can unlock and play in their entirety. You look forward to the 2D sessions in the main game, even though they are just as poor as the rest of it. The controls are too imprecise, and you'll fall to many a cheap death because of them. Each platforming level is extremely simple, although the few traps that you will find seem to be placed in the most irritating places possible. Not to challenge, but to annoy you and make you feel cheated out of a life. Even more frustrating is that half the time you die, you'll face a long load time and respawn just before an unskippable cutscene. It's poor game design. With a name such as Splatterhouse, it was clear that the game would be crude, although I was surprised that it would stoop to collecting half-naked pics of Rick's girlfriend. It was also clear that it would be full of gore. The least that I expected though was that it'd be mindless fun. Instead, it's a repetitive tedium hidden behind a coat of guts. Trophy-wise, it's the standard mix of collectibles, challenge rooms, story-based and milestone trophies. You'll get most of them by killing a certain amount of enemies with a particular move. The platinum is a bit harder to get than in most games, due to the difficulty in getting an S rank in the challenge rooms. With a bit of skill and perseverance, you should be able to get all the trophies in about 20 hours. Thanks for watching. You can check out the full written review at www.jordez.co.uk.